How you doing, guys? Hope everybody's ready for the big day tomorrow. I sure am. It can't get here fast enough for me. First, I want to explain to you why we waited this long to put this video out. And it really comes down to all week long we've been getting information. I don't really want to say too much more than that because I don't want to give away our sources, but we've been getting information that Valenciano is looking at every possible way that he can throw a monkey wrench into our program. So I didn't want to give him any kind of advance notice of what we were up to until it was really too late for him to really try and do anything. So that's why we decided to wait until now to put this out. And I just wanted you to know that. So let's jump into things. The first thing I want to tell you is I want you to remember, guys, we're the good guys. Valenciano and his band of whatever you call them, they're not police officers. They're the bad guys. We are not. We're the good guys. We're fighting for what's right. We're doing what's right. So when we go down there tomorrow, we need to behave like the good guys. And specifically what I'm talking about is 95% of the comments, the messages, the feedback that we've gotten from this has been really good. But about 5%, maybe less, just a very small part, but a certain amount, has been from people that made it crystal clear that they intend to come down there and start trouble. Well, if you're one of those people that intends to come down there and start trouble, stay the hell away from us. We're not going down there to pick a fight with this guy. We're not going down there to see what we can make happen other than the right thing. We are trying to make him do the right thing. We're trying to make him follow the law. We may have to respond to something that he does, but we're not going down there to start any trouble. I want to make that crystal clear. And if you're one of the people that intends to do that, go have your own event, but stay the hell away from us, period. Okay, let's get into some specific information. Parking and the rally point. The rally point is going to be at 3898 Howard Street. That's right on the corner of Howard and Odell. There's a triangular shaped kind of a field there. And on the north side of that field is city-owned property, so we can be there. We can assemble on that piece of land, and that's where we're going to get together at. That's where the rally point is. It's just a couple of blocks from where we're going to start off at, which is the corner, the exact same corner where Jim and CJ got attacked. So 3898 Howard Street. Look that up on your GPS, and it's really easy to find. From North Star Mall, 410 on the north side, you just get off at McCullough and head south. Go down to, I think it's Dora, take a right, take a left on North Main, and boom, you're on Odell. And there it is. So look that up, 3898 Howard Street. The parking is going to be curbside parking on the streets right around there, specifically Earl, Howard, and North Main. Now, we'll have people out there to direct you to where the parking is. There's a ton of parking. There's probably enough parking for 300 cars between all of the areas. Again, that's Earl Street, Howard Street, and North Main Street. There's some on Odell and some of the other cross streets, but those three, Earl, Howard, and North Main, are mainly commercial-ish type streets, and there's free curbside parking. It's not no parking zones. It's just right there. Nobody's going to get towed. We have all of that ironed out, and it's really, really close. It's 2 or 3 blocks away from the rally point. It's 2 or 3 blocks away from where we're starting off. So that's it. We do have some alternate locations, some backup plans. I'm not going to announce that here because I don't want to give Valenciano a heads up. But we do have them, and so if anything goes wrong, anything at all, we have actually 2 backup plans. Got some businesses down there that are a little bit supportive of what we're doing, and they said we could use their place if we need to, and if we need to, that's exactly what we'll do. So just bear that in mind. Before we get started at the event tomorrow, we're going to have a short pre-event briefing. There's going to be some stuff that I'm not going to announce on the internet at all because I don't want him to know it, such as our route, our particular route that we're going to take. I don't want him to be able to get in position because we have heard through the grapevine that he's going to actually try and block us out of his little town. If you can believe that. This un-American bastard thinks that it's the the old days of get out of town. Well, he's going to find out that it's not. So we're going to have this pre-event briefing. That's where all the details will be revealed. Anybody that has any questions can ask them then, and we'll just get everything settled, get all the I's dotted and all the T's crossed, and go get this thing done. I can tell you that we do plan to wind up at the Olmos Park City Hall. We'll just leave it at that. Now, something specific that I wanted to talk about, just to give folks an idea. And remember, this is just what I'm doing. Everybody's a grown-up. Carry what you want the way you want to. I'm just going to tell you what I'm doing. Two of the tactics that the un-American bastard Valenciano has used has been to demand to see a handgun license and to use that as an excuse to cuff people and search them and arrest them if they won't give it up. And then the other one is to arrest people for disorderly conduct, carrying in a manner calculated to alarm. So here's what I'm going to do to take those options away from it. I'm not going to carry my sidearm. If I don't have a pistol on me, the man can't demand to see a pistol license. Now, we all know, I know what you're thinking, he can't demand it anyway without a crime. That's true, but it has not been settled in court. And what that means is, even though we know what the truth is, there's nothing concrete that tells him you can't do that. It's one of those iffy things in the law, which gives him a little bit of wiggle room and allows him to do it. And he has done it. Now, maybe he'll get held accountable for doing that, but there's nothing that says don't do it. So I'm going to take that option away from him. I'm just not going to carry my sidearm. I'm not going to need it anyway. So I'm not. The second thing is, I'm going to carry my long gun either on my shoulder or across my back. Jack Miller was standing on a public sidewalk on the side of the road with his AR hanging from a chest rig right here in front of him, minding his own business. He was literally looking at his phone when the cops rolled up. Didn't have his hand on his rifle. He was doing what we've done 1,000 other times before. But he was arrested and charged, and is still charged with disorderly conduct, carrying in a manner calculated to alarm. We all know that charge is going to get thrown out, but he still went to jail, and he still had to bond out. It was still something that Valenciano, the un-American bastard, used to put Jack in handcuffs and stick him in a squad car and go stick him in a cage. And it took Jack almost 20 hours to get out of jail. I'm going to take that away from him. If you have a rifle in front of you where it's easy to grab it and be at the low ready, we know that doesn't mean anything, but it does make it easier for Valenciano to argue that you're trying to scare people. If it's on your shoulder, or even better, on your back, and he tries to argue that, it just makes him look stupid. And probably makes it easier for you to win the lawsuit. So that's what I'm going to do, just to take those things away from him. I'm gonna block him out of that. I'm not going to give him anything to use against me. You're a grown American. Do what you want to do. I'm just giving you an example of what I'm going to do and why, the strategy behind why I'm going to do it that way. Okay, let's see next. There's been a little question about some outside security company coming in to protect us at this event. Open Carry Texas doesn't need anybody to protect us. Now, there are going to be people from a security outfit that show up there, but no. Open Carry Texas does not need security guards. We don't need bodyguards. That's kind of like the Marine Corps asking the Coast Guard to protect them. It's just silly. So, no, there's not going to be any outside security company. The businesses down there. Part of our backup plan involves some of the businesses down there who said they support us and they'll back us up. So while we're down there, I want you to remember to respect those businesses that are down there. They're in the business of whatever business they're in. They're not in the business of activism, fighting for gun rights, any kind of politics. And they have customers that come from every bit of the political spectrum. Some are pro-gun, some hate guns. There's no telling. What we don't want to do is put those businesses in the position of having to take a side. So if we want to go and get something to eat, go buy a Coke somewhere or whatever the case may be, let's just do it the way they ask us to do it. I mean, that's only right. That's what the good guys do, so we're the good guys. Let's act like it. Videos. Everybody do videos. Live stream if you can. Again, this guy, Valenciano, I've never... Those of you that know me, you know that I'm never at a loss for words. This guy, it's mind-boggling. I don't know... I've never seen anything even close to this, and I don't know how many rallies I've been to. I don't know how many events and open carry walks and so on and so forth that I've gone to or even planned. I've never seen a police department and a police chief even close to this guy. And so there's no telling. There is literally no telling what this guy's going to do. I'm not trying to scare you, but I am trying to be honest with you. They may show up out there in full riot gear. For all I know, they're going to... We do know that they've enlisted or attempted to enlist the help of several other law enforcement agencies around there. Funny thing, 2 of them said, no, we're not helping you. We don't want any part of this crap. And then some others are going to be in the area, sort of on standby, but not necessarily to support him. They're going to be there to support what's right. But anyway, he has sent out the bat signal. He's calling for help. And who knows who all's going to show up. I have no idea how many men he's going to have at his disposal and what they're going to do. They may do nothing. We may not even see them. Or they may show up out there in full riot gear and tell us that we can't come into their little town. So, be ready to do videos. This guy's already got 2 definite lawsuits coming, an almost definite third, and probably a 4th. If we could add a whole bunch more to that, because we have video proof that he's out there breaking the law himself, that just makes it that much more likely that he gets out of the law enforcement profession, which is precisely where he needs to be. That guy, he doesn't need to be the dog catcher. So anyway, do videos, and if you can, live stream. That's going to be pretty important. Again, we're going to have a short pre-op briefing tomorrow, just to lay out the details for everybody, and that's where most of the questions will get answered. If you have any questions, I want you to remember something. I'm pretty busy trying to organize all this, so don't send me a message with a tiny little unimportant detail. But if you have something that's really important that you just absolutely have to know, you're welcome to send me a private message, and if I can, I'll answer it. Otherwise, the better thing to do would be to just wait until tomorrow, because I'll be there. Rick Briscoe will be there. A lot of the OCT people are going to be there, and we can nail everything down then. We have all the details down. I don't want to let Valenciano know what we're up to. So we'll reveal everything tomorrow at the briefing, and then we'll go out and get this thing done. So I'm pretty tired. I'm going to try and get some rest, and I will see you guys tomorrow.